So we got back on the road, headed north out of Newberry into Deer Park, where I found my favorite dusk sign. Says you can't smoke marijuana in their cabins, which I thought was pretty interesting. Back on the road again, headed to Grand Marais, where we will, of course, look for Lake Superior agates on the beach. It was a really nice beach and a really nice town. I think we should have probably stayed a little bit longer there. I think there was some stuff that we would have enjoyed seeing, but we just didn't take the time to do it. After Grand Marais, we head to Munising. We're going to do a pictured rocks tour, so we spend the night right there in the parking lot. The next day, we load up on the boat with everybody else, except they couldn't see their house from the boat, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyhow, pictured rocks were they're beautiful. You had to take 100 pictures; it wouldn't do it justice. The structures are pretty cool, the beaches and such. I think. And the colors, that was something that kind of stood out too, all the different colors that you see from the minerals that weep from the soil. The story behind pictured rocks is that they say the natives named it that because you could see pictures and the different structures on the walls or the faces of the rocks. So I think this was a pretty good example of it right there. To me, it looks almost like a mountain range. They actually pull the boats into one of the coves, and that's what it looks like when there was another boat in there, and this is what it looks like when you take a selfie from your own boat. Of course, after the tour, went in the town, hung out with some of the locals. I actually did have a Muldoon's pasty, was pretty good. And then we went past Christmas, stopped at an old furnace, checked that out, and then, of course, looked for agates. And then spent the night in the Marquette Walmart parking lot, which seemed to be a pretty popular place. Met with Marty, an old Air Force buddy of mine. It's good to hang out with him. Then we ran down to Little Lake. The campground was full, so we wound up talking to the people at the American Legion, and they let us crash out in their parking lot. Next morning, we move into the campground, do a little fishing on Little Lake. Then we hang out at Brown's Tavern, which they've renamed to Full Throttle, but it'll always be Brown's Tavern to me. Really hadn't changed much at all. The inside looks almost the same, except it's missing all its old deer heads. After a couple days, we'll pack up and head west. I love this part of Michigan with all the rocks and the formations alongside the road, and of course the big long stretches of woods. Our destination is Agate Beach, and it's a real nice campground. It's located just a stone's throw from Lake Superior. You can see it there on the left. And while we're there, we're of course going to look for agates, real nice beaches, and actually find a really nice agate. That was kind of unique. It was in the shape of the Upper Peninsula, at least we think so. Anyhow, some great sunsets, and after sunset, one of our neighbors had loaned us a UV light, so we got to go out and look for Uper lights, which is pretty neat. Kind of bland when they're not being lit up, but when they are lit up, they're really pretty. The pictures don't really do them justice. And of course, when you're not looking for rocks, you're sorting rocks, and Sharon has quite the rock collection going. There was an old shipwreck that had washed up on shore. We walked down and checked that out. We thought it was pretty cool. Did a little bit of kayaking on Lake Superior. And there's a tree that people put their names and such on rocks, and of course we put ours on a rock and left it there, just to kind of mark our having been there. This pretty much ends this video, and next we're going to head into Copper Harbor, and I'll do one of that.